It's not one of the bigger or more exciting ones. It doesn't need to be since we did get a substantial update last week, but this one still has some interesting stuff to dig into, so let's do that right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to Skins Monkey. We start with the input section, which by the way hasn't been in the patch notes since, well, I can't find any input section as I scroll down to the end of the page. But the content is mostly quality of life fixes. Like for example, a very few amount of people were complaining that the console key wouldn't work during or after the kick ban phase of Premiere. So they fixed the bug where the console toggle key would stop working after, you get it. I haven't had this issue myself or seen it, but that's because I've basically stopped playing Premiere. I just don't trust the Premiere experience. Now the last update introduced a lot of strange issues. More specifically, you would move without actually pressing anything and restarting the game was the only fix. Fruit Rabbit, among many others, posted about this, and Fletcher Dunn from Valve even stepped in to try to isolate the issue, which by the way is awesome. He suggested that unplugging the gamepad might resolve the weird input issues potentially caused by a known bug in the Steam client. Now some people did reply that they didn't have gamepads, but this update might have fixed some of these issues regardless. I'm saying this because we have joystick input is now ignored by default. Joystick input is not an officially supported feature of CS2, but you can restore the old behavior with the Joy launch option. It's bad enough that people are using 10 different placebo launch options, but thanks for officially sharing a launch option that isn't officially supported by the game. And also this patch note where the game now continues accepting keyboard input while scoreboard player card is open. Now, this doesn't necessarily reflect on players moving forward free of charge, but I think it might have fixed the issues. Let me know in the comments if you're moving by yourself. Now this is interesting priority for Valve, but if you notice here in the previous update, the name of the bot that I took over is sharing the space with me in the team menu. But no more, said Valve, since this update no longer shows the bot's name. They also refer to it in the patch notes as fixed player and bot names on the team select screen during bot takeover. This is maybe just me, but isn't this fix technically removing useful information? Wouldn't it be better to reveal to the player that they're controlling a bot by showing the bot's name? Or, if other players are looking at, you know what, at least it's cleaner this way, gotta give it to them. Next up, a bunch of people complain about their skins showing up glitched in black and obviously not appearing in the way they should, possibly connected with AMD GPUs as seen referenced here by Jaded. Regeneric also posted a screenshot of it in action, and honestly the skin looks fire. But Valve decided to fix it today with this update, stating, fixed a bug where certain graphics configurations resulted in black weapon finishes. So that's that. Moving on, the last 3 patch notes are like 2 slices of plain bread and 1 slice of delicious cake. So let's start with the bread. They fixed an issue where the game client would never reconnect to Counter-Strike Network if launched, while there was no connection to Steam Network. To put it simply, if you start the game when you have no connection to Steam, the game will now reconnect to the Counter-Strike Network automatically once the connection to Steam is back. So before this update, you basically had to restart the game to fix everything. Next slice of bread is a fix for Linux bug, where view models would bob like crazy. The issue was even posted on the Valve Software GitHub page and marked as closed. Oh, you want me to show you how it looked? Well, good news, Captain APA has the goods. Credits to him, of course. And finally we get to the cake. Steam accounts that have an active account lock are no longer allowed to play on secure Counter-Strike game servers. So let me lay it out for you. There is a page on Steam that talks about restricted accounts. This has nothing to do with being VAC banned or game banned. Those are specifically delivered to you if you're cheating or have very high mouse sensitivity. Scrolling down on this page, there's a small section that talks about account lock, which is relevant to today's update. Here it says that account locks are issued for various reasons related to violations of the subscriber agreement. Some locks are intended to freeze an account in its current state until the account owners contact Steam support to fix the issue. Others are intended as temporary or permanent restrictions applied in response to a violation of Steam's rules. So why are we seeing this update? It probably has to do with something related to what Gabe Follower posted just hours ago. 300,000 accounts banned is an insane number, by the way, but what he's talking about here is bot farms. So people finding ways to farm cases. I've seen it myself, a whole server is being controlled by these bots who also kick anyone trying to join. This gave them full power over the server by basically not being kicked by other players, and they could farm XP on their own terms. Now this update hits them with the no longer allowed to play on secure Counter-Strike game servers, which means they're out for good. The message that they would receive is in the strings, as shown by Thor. Your account is locked and restricted from playing on secure servers in response to a violation of the Steam subscriber agreement or until the account's owner contacts Steam support. I would imagine that this also affects people who have account locks for other reasons. It's also worth mentioning that game bans are rising at the same time, which could be linked. At least something is happening. Overall, this sounds like it's a big deal to me, but please comment down below what you think of this update or whatever's on your mind. If you managed to stay with me until the end, thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.